This morning, the Cincinnati Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired is hosting a dinner and silent auction later this month, but it's not your typical dinner.
That's because the guests are going to wear blindfolds so they can experience firsthand some of the challenges that people with severe vision loss live with every day. This is Patsy, Baughn and Bley, and they're here to show us what guests will experience and also how their group helps people. Good to see you. Thanks. I mean, Bob and I know so much about the Center for the Blind and Visually Impaired because you guys are so active in the community. But just start out by telling us a little bit about how you help people with vision loss.
Oh, sure. So last year we served more than 5,100 people in the greater Cincinnati area who are blind or visually impaired. These are people of all ages, from little tiny babies who have just been born to people in their hundreds. We're helping people adapt to vision loss so that they can do their cooking, their cleaning, travel safely, and work like the rest of us in the community.
Yeah, and one of the questions I was going to ask too, how many people do you deal with, do you help that were born visually impaired, and how many have had something come up along the way where it's something they have to adapt to as they've grown?
So it's really important to know most of the people we're serving are actually people like you and I have had vision all of their life.
Yeah.
So more than 63% of the people we serve are actually people who are aging and having age-related vision impairment.
Sure.
Okay, so I see a few props here on the table. Tell us what you're doing with me and Bob here this morning.
Well, you're gonna be our guinea pig, so to speak.
Okay.
So the event, as Bob said, is coming up in a couple weeks, and our 300+ guests are going to actually experience dinner wearing a blindfold.
For the entire dinner?
For the entire dinner.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just, you know, our goal is really to bring a great event to the community and also to educate, and to really educate people that are there and beyond that through things like this telecast around what it truly is like to be visually impaired. And this will just be a small glimpse, I mean a half hour or so that people will have where they're wearing this blindfold just to compare themselves to people that are living with it each and every day.
Now I'm going to be out there, so Aaron and I have talked about this a couple of times already, and I was, I don't want to say taken aback, but I was a little bit, because you usually go to a gala, a big fundraiser, it's a big kind of fancy, highfalutin kind of thing, and not that this isn't, but this will be difficult for some folks. It would seem awkward, I would think, for some people who are there.
It absolutely will, and I think that's
part
of the point.
Right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, it is. It is, again, to truly experience what it's like, just for that short period of time.
So which one of us is going to wear this?
Like there was
so Bob,
and he'll actually be eating the entire dinner that evening too. So
you're going to eat the Danish and drink the water with the blindfold.
Now, I feel like
I'll put it in front of you.
Now, when we actually are at the event, will there be, is silverware going to be involved?
Yes, silverware will be involved.
No, not to make light of it, but this sounds rather messy.
It could be.
Yeah? Have you done this before?
We have not.
You haven't?
You know, we've done smaller events similar to this.
He put the Danish right in his mouth.
Right.
This is much easier than what's going to happen at the dinner, right?
Exactly.
Okay, well, get the lid off the water bottle and take a drink of that. Let's see you do that.
And this, again, there's no silverware.
Okay.
There's no silverware involved.
Okay, he did that too.
Success. Now, this particular event, I know the event is sold out, correct?
Correct. It is this year, absolutely.
But what is it you want people to find out about your organization, and how can they go about doing that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, they can visit our website.
There are other ways to help, right?
There's so many ways to help, and the main thing that we want you to know is that anything you're willing to do with the Cincinnati Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired is going to help more than 5,000 people in this area. So one of the first things you could do is choose to volunteer or donate to the organization.
All right.
And our website is www.cincyblind.org.
All right. Well, good luck at the dinner.
Thank you so much.
I'll be looking forward to pictures from Bob.
Absolutely.
Thank you both so much.
More than a few will be taken, I'm sure, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the big event. We'll be right back.